Hello and welcome to another great day here on the Jet Set. We've got lots planned for you today. We're going to be talking about how to deal with a certain unwanted room crasher that's been pestering Las Vegas.
And our friend Lisa Niver is back to talk about her new book, Bravish.
But first, we're talking travel news on Here's This. All of this and so much more is about to take off right here on the Jet Set.
Welcome aboard. Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to travel, food, fitness, and everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to Jet Set.
It's time to hop aboard the travel news train on Here's This, powered by thejetset.com. Rail journeys across the Swiss Alps will take longer for the next few months after a major derailment has left the record-breaking 35-mile Gotthard Base Tunnel partially out of action. Now, the world's longest tunnel was closed when a freight train jumped the tracks, derailing 16 carriages and damaging about 5 miles of rail lines, Swiss national rail operator SBB said in a statement. Now, it was opened in 2016 after 17 years of construction. The Gotthard Base Tunnel has become a vital railway link between Northern and Southern Europe, as well as a destination for rail enthusiasts wanting to traverse the world's longest at almost 1.5 miles below the surface, deepest tunnels as well.
That's crazy.
Right.
Did you say it took 17 years to build?
That's correct.
That is amazing.
And now it's closed.
Well, you know, we all have our bad days, don't we? Poof.
Poof.
Oh my, so like it's completely shut down, and where is it being like rerouted to?
It's just closed.
Until,
there's no rerouting.
Until how long do we know?
No, we don't know yet. So it's until further notice. Passenger trains will be diverted via the Panorama route.
Oh, I like that a lot too.
So maybe you'll get a little bit more of a scenic journey rather than the underground tour.
I love a choo-choo train ride. I would take the panoramic one, I would do the tunnel one, anything. I love train rides, I just love it.
The choo-choo train ride.
I do, I just love it.
Oh, right then. Choo-choo trains.
Well, what else do we have about
In
this?
recent years, the aviation industry has been dealing with a high number of unruly passengers.
Yeah.
With this trend, it has resulted in injured flight attendants and other passengers as well. Now, even though the masking protocols are more relaxed these days, that's wearing a face mask, that is, it looks like unruly behavior remains rampant on airplanes. Now, the Federal Aviation Administration announced that it is referring, are you ready, 39 unruly passengers for criminal investigation this year to the FBI. This includes 22 new cases for the second quarter of 2023.
You guys, what are you doing? You know that you cannot. First of all, you're being recorded. Second of all, that means that you will never be able to fly again.
I know.
So just like when you're at the airport, or if you're doing something, I know this might be hard for some people, but you need to think before you speak or act, or when you're on a plane and everyone is you guys have seen the videos. If someone is acting crazy on the plane, what is everybody doing?
Everyone takes out their phone. So just so you know, since late 2021, with these new referrals from the second quarter of 2023, there has now been a total of 270 cases referred to the FBI. But see, this is a huge, never mind the increase because of the masking procedures and everything. Before the pandemic, if you were removed for being unruly, like you basically got a slap on the wrist. It was like, don't do that again. But because of all the drama, now you actually get referred to the FBI. If that was happening all along, would we have found ourselves in this situation?
I don't know. That's a good question, but you guys, what?
It takes a lot for Nikki to be speechless, and it just happened.
I also feel like we talk about this a lot on the show, and it's a little bit disheartening to even like hear about it or see videos of people just acting crazy, because traveling is already like a stressful, like you do a lot before you even actually get to the airport. And also you mix that with like, if you're going somewhere, you're obviously doing something, you're doing business. So like everyone just chill out.
In an attempt to address the problem, lawmakers pushed for legislation that would ban passengers from boarding commercial flights if they were fined or convicted of serious physical violence while traveling by air. And lawmakers think that this will potentially act as a deterrent and could actually improve safety in the aviation industry. One can hope.
I hope so.
We'll be right back in 30 seconds with more of the Jet Set.
It's like, come on, you're off. Nope.
Cut off.
Nope. Done.
Closed.
It's National Pain Relief Month, and we have Dr. Anita Gupta here with some pain relief tips.
In the know. Pain is something that affects millions of people, but it comes in many forms and from many causes. What works to relieve pain for one person may not work for another. So in honor of September being National Pain Awareness Month, here are some great natural pain relief tips for many ailments.
Next time you have a headache, simply try resting your eyes and applying gentle pressure with a cool, wet washcloth. If you have chronic muscle pain, I would consider an at-home massager. The Wall Deep Tissue Percussion Massager is a great choice. The massager features variable intensity control from high penetration to a gentle, soft massage, and everything in between. And the long handle makes it easy to reach sore back muscles. Plus, since it's cordless, you can use it anywhere. If you're plagued with acute injury pain, just remember RICE. Rest, ice, compression, and elevation.
Learn more at wallusa.com.
We've got to take a quick break, but we've got lots more of the Jet Set coming up in just 60 seconds.
It's time for an amuse-bouche of travel news on Here's More, powered by thejetset.com. Calling out American Airlines, Venus Williams announced on her Instagram that it is now her, quote, full-time job to look for her lost luggage. The 43-year-old, 7-time Grand Slam champion flew to Montreal via American Airlines for a tournament, but her bags ended up 1,400 miles away in the Bahamas. Posting the airline in a story, she said that she was, quote, even in the Million Mile Club, and she said that, quote, I'm not sure why you sent my bag to the Bahamas when I was traveling to Montreal. Now I have a match today. I've been trying to get my bags for 3 days now. I think I spent all my unlimited minutes calling you, which has become my full-time job day and night. Airlines had the highest number of lost bags in the summer of 2022. It translated to a total of 26 million misplaced bags in 2022 alone. I mean...
Here's my surprise face.
Okay, I have a lot to say about this.
I can't wait to hear it.
First, the thing that comes to mind here is she's talking about her unlimited minutes. When was the last time you had a cell phone plan where you were worried about using minutes or using up the allotment of minutes in your cell phone plan? Remember the days where like you had unlimited minutes after 7 p.m. or only on weekends, or if you called like from one cell phone carrier to the same cell phone carrier, then it was unlimited? She's worried about that. And how many billions of dollars does she have?
This is really what you want to start with?
Yeah, it is.
Continue. Okay, what else?
Second of all, let's talk about the fact that she could probably buy whatever was misplaced in that luggage.
Nope, not necessarily. Because as an athlete, you have your specific socks that you like, you have your sports bras that you like, you have, no. This is where I'm actually going to like, nope, because we have the things that like we like to wear, and some athletes are superstitious. Okay, we all are. And she had like her stuff that she, I get this.
Well, we are running out of time, but I'm just gonna end with this. In January, there was a case of a woman who was reunited with her bag 4 years after it was mishandled by United Airlines. So Venus, get comfortable. It's gonna be a while.
She's gonna have to find a new lucky sports
She's
bra.
gonna need some new socks, Nikki.
It's a thing. I mean, it is really like a thing. Ask any, I challenge any, ask any athlete. We have our favorite socks that we like to wear on a match. We have our favorite stuff. It's a thing.
Travel is fun and we like to keep it accessible here on the Jet Set, but sometimes that means diving into some less than desirable topics so that you are armed with the information that you need to travel comfortably. Reports of bed bugs at 7 hotels on the Las Vegas Strip have recently come forward. So today we thought we would discuss how to deal with these unwanted room crashers. Are you ready? Oh boy, this is not good news to read, because Juan and I were just in almost all these places. Caesar's Palace, Planet Hollywood, Circus, Palazzo Tropicana, MGM Grand, and Sahara are among the list of hotels with recent reports of bed bug bites. The first report was filed in 2022, according to Southern Nevada Health District records reported by KLAS TV in Las Vegas.
Oh, no.
Now, the Tropicana Las Vegas has had a report of bed bugs this past February and told KLAS TV, quote, "While highly unlikely, in the event of a complaint, we immediately isolate the affected room and its surrounding areas."
Oh. Oh.
Are you doing okay over there?
No, I'm not okay.
Okay. Now, if you haven't had an experience with bed bugs, you might be wondering, how do you look for bed bugs? Nikki, have you had an experience with bed bugs?
No, but my best friend Lisa has, and it is a nightmare. You have to, it is just a nightmare. I've had experience with lice, and I thought there could be nothing worse than that. But I mean, I can't even imagine that this is probably like the worst of the worst, because you have to do everything.
Yeah. So bed bugs gravitate toward places with fabric where humans like to lounge, like beds and sofas. Michael Bentley, Director of Training and Education at the National Pest Management Association, said there's likely no place where bed bugs are infesting the bathtub. If they're in the bathtub, then we've got a bigger problem and they're not making it any further into the bedroom.
Okay, but hold on 1 second. Like, how do you know that you have bed bugs? Do you like have a lot of bites all over you? Like, are you, and then you're like, and then you look at your bed and...
I don't know if I want to find out.
Actually, here's the thing. Do you, when you go to a hotel, because we are in a lot of hotels, do you like do an inspection?
So what to do?
Oh.
Number one, when you first enter a new hotel room, put your luggage on a luggage rack or in the bathroom, an unlikely place for bed bugs to hide, while you inspect the bedding and the furniture.
Okay, continue.
Okay, number two, pull back the bed sheets and blankets and check the mattress and box spring seams for bugs. Especially at the head of the bed, adult nymphs and eggs are visible to the naked eye. So keep your eyes peeled for exoskeletons.
Are you serious? Are you for real?
Yes.
This is what we're supposed to be doing now? Like, okay, has anyone ever gotten to a hotel, even us as professional travelers, and like, first of all, I don't even want to see the mattress, even if I'm at the Ritz. And are we like, okay, let's look for exoskeleton time, check, what are we doing?
Have you ever checked for bed bugs?
I mean, we've been to some
I will tell you,
places.
there is one hotel, and I'm not going to name them. There is one hotel I have been in the 8 years we've been doing this show. No. That I probably should have checked for bed bugs, and I didn't. And now I'm thinking I regret that.
Hold on a second. One place? We've been to a few questionable places in our tenure here that we probably should have. But actually, it's actually something that like you don't think about.
No, I mean, I would never think about the Palazzo in Caesar's Palace in Planet Hollywood.
Palazzo,
I literally
fancy.
Just left there 7 days ago.
I know. Well, now I'm going to be like that lady, like with goggles and like night vision.
You're going to bring in the blue lights too?
Now, after this story, I am.
You should also consider checking upholstered furniture, because they could be there too. It's a place where people lounge.
All right. And then what? What if you find them? Then what do you do?
Run?
Bye! Get me out of here!
Don't call me. We've got to take another short break, but don't go anywhere. We've still got lots more of the Jet Set to come.
5 days in Dubai. Wow! The sun's always shining in Dubai, ensuring endless fun on every holiday. Lounge on the beach, dine at celebrated restaurants, explore Dubai's amazing shopping. Plus, you'll stay in one of Dubai's favorite hotels, Abari Hotel Dubai, Dusty D2 Ken's Hotel, or Trip on Hotel and Suites. Do not wait. Book your Dubai holiday now.
LISA NIVER is an award-winning travel expert who has explored 102 countries on 6 continents. What? This University of Pennsylvania graduate sailed across the seas for 7 years with Princess Cruises, Royal Caribbean, and Renaissance Cruises, and spent, Lisa, you went 3 years backpacking across Asia? Oh, what did you write, a book or something? And you also might remember her as one of our first guests we had on the Jet Set back when we started, when she was here to promote her blog and her mission to do 50 things before turning 50, and now she's back with a big announcement. Lisa, welcome back to the show.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. I love your new studio.
It's pretty great, isn't it?
It's amazing, congratulations.
Well, thank you. Well, why don't you tell us what has happened since we saw you last?
Well, when I came the last time, I was working on this idea that I was going to do 50 things before I turned 50, which I did. And then I decided to write a book about it, which you happen to have in your hands.
Look at this, bravish. Okay, so tell us about this.
Okay, so the book starts with the ugly end of my relationship, and then I had done this 50 things to reinvent myself. And it's been a really exciting process. I've just done so many exciting things, and one of the best things was coming here to meet you.
I cannot believe it, and I really feel like this is full circle, you being here with us. So tell us about how this book actually came to be.
So I decided, what should I do with this 50 Things project? I started writing it, and I was looking for agents. I ended up getting a developmental editor, and during COVID, I worked on the manuscript, and I found an agent, and he found a publisher, and it's coming out so soon.
I am so proud. When is it coming out?
September 19th, but it's available for pre-order right now. There's an ebook, there's the physical book that you're holding, the paperback, and there will be an audiobook shortly.
What surprised you about this journey writing the book? What were some things that you're just like, oh, I can't believe this?
Well, mainly it surprised me how many times I quit this project. It also surprised me how hard it was to write about my feelings. I used to sit at my desk and write until I was pretty sure I was going to throw up, and then I lay on the floor for a while, and then I sat back at my desk.
If someone is new to kind of learning about you, what are some of the 50 things that you did?
Oh, I've done so many things. I got to ski with the blind at Park City, Utah. And I went on the Olympic bobsled. I went scuba diving with the bull sharks in Mexico.
Amazing.
Wow. I went mountain biking in Lake Tahoe. That was very scary. That might have been the scariest one, even though I also went skydiving.
What was your favorite, and what was like your least favorite, and what was like the most challenging?
Most challenging 100% was the mountain biking, because the mountain biking, I did have a private lesson, but I ended up needing 2 teachers, and there was crying. I joked that I wouldn't go unless I had a private lesson. And I said, oh, I might cry. And then I was like sobbing. And I was like, I can't do it. But I did do it. And so I felt the most proud about. Skydiving is also terrifying because, you know, I was fine until your little legs are hanging outside of the plane. And but you're strapped to someone else. So, but that was a very hard one to stay with because I had to wait my turn. The clouds came in, the plane couldn't go. And for 120 minutes, I thought about my choices, and I thought maybe that was a bad choice, but I still went.
If you have any advice for people who are thinking about doing something maybe out of their comfort zone or taking that risk, what would you say to them?
So the most important thing I say to people is to think about what we do as scuba divers, and you never go without your buddy. And I find for myself, like the mountain biking, I went because my friend said she would go with me.
Okay.
And a lot of times people feel much more confident if they're not by themselves. And the other thing I tell people is you don't have to go far to have an adventure. You can have an adventure in your backyard, in your neighborhood. You could even drive to work on a different road. And that small baby step helps your brain realize you can do something new. Even though it seems a little bit lame, like, oh, I'm having a big adventure, I'm driving on a different road. It makes a difference in your brain and your body to try something. And the other thing I tell people is, you've been all over Asia, and they're like, I cannot fly to Asia. Take a cooking class.
Yeah, oh, that's a good idea.
Go on the internet and take a cooking class. Take an Italian class, take a Thai cooking class, and then maybe that baby step will help you think, I really do like this food, or actually, I really don't want to eat this food for 2 weeks in the country, right? And so, and just doing anything, like people that, I interviewed Andrew McCarthy, he was talking about doing the pilgrimage walk, and people say, I could never, you know, do the pilgrimage of Santiago. But if you go to the store and buy hiking boots, that little step.
It's a step there. Hey, Lisa, if people want to learn more about you, your book, and your next adventures, where can they go for more information?
So I have a website, We Said Go Travel, and the book is available everywhere. Amazon, Target, Walmart, Bookshop, everywhere. And on all the social medias, I'm at Lisa Niver.
Well, now you have to do another whole project and then you'll have to come back, okay?
That's a great idea.
We've got to take one last break, but I've got your dose of travel inspiration still to come, and you don't want to miss it. It's time again for your daily dose of travel inspiration on the go, where today we're sending you from Barcelona to Venice on the Viking Ocean's Mediterranean Odyssey itinerary. How exciting is this?
That would be a great trip.
Okay, get ready everyone, because we're going to journey through the ages, set course for unforgettable exploration to some of the Mediterranean's most historic ports, the fabled towns of Tuscany, ancient Rome, and Canal Lace Venice.
I've never been to Venice. I really want to go. And now this is like 2 weeks in a row you're talking to me about Venice.
That's just weird.
I know.
And I'm going to take you because it's pretty awesome. Enjoy ample time to savor Barcelona's easygoing spirit with an overnight stay. Actually, Barcelona maybe has the best food in the world.
I've been. I loved it there.
Incredible. Discover the French Riviera's seaside pleasure in Marseille and Monte Carlo. Ooh, mama's feeling lucky. And visit Dubrovnik, a hidden medieval jewel. Just like you, a hidden medieval jewel. Along the way, gracious hosts and fine regional cuisine connect you to this remarkable region. I just love this trip. We should do it. This journey is available now at discount airfare from the U.S. and a $100 Visa gift card just for booking by visiting oceanandriversailings.com.
Can you please describe for me what a medieval jewel is?
You know, every time I look at you, you just sparkle. And I think, there's my medieval jewel that I just bring with me.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.